Now, despite the U.S. sanctions, and we had fresh ones actually announced last week, you haven't changed, you're still seeing actually Russian production rising this year. So is it that you're seeing the sanctions as not that big a deal?
No, not at all. We expect these sanctions to have, they're intended to and expected to have quite a significant impact on Russian oil supply and global markets. But we think it's still too early to determine what that impact will be. So we're waiting to see how things will unfold before putting a number on it. But just to put it in context, as you said, we were expecting to see a relatively balanced market in 2025. As growth from other non-OPEC producers exceeds our expected demand growth. So there is some room to accommodate losses, not just from Russia, but also potentially from Iran.
So can you give us a rough estimate on how much you think Russian output will be?
So the question is, because the latest sanctions, of course, two of the major oil companies were sanctioned. They were producing about 1 million barrels a day between them. But importantly, a lot of tankers, 160 tankers carrying Russian, Iranian oil, were put on the sanctions list. And these tankers in 2024 transported about 1.5 million barrels a day of mostly Russin crude. So there's a wind-down window of about 60 days where they can still discharge, but they cannot load any more oil. So the question is if non-sanctioned, non-gray fleet tankers will pick up the slack, because they could so if the oil is priced below the price cap of $60 for crude. So this is what we have to see, how other actors may step into the market to move that oil and what the buyers will do. The major buyers, obviously China and India and some other countries in the Middle East, how they will react to these sanctions is what we're waiting to see.
No.